Hello everyone, how are you? Mr. Zaki with you to explain GAT, قدرات and قياس model 5. We have here model 5 in math section. The first question, find the value of 20 divided by 4 plus 17 times 9 minus 6. How I answer these questions or how I find the value. First, you start with multiplication, or the first start with the brackets, then multiplication with division, then addition and subtraction. Here we have 20 divided by 4. You can get how much will be? 20 divided by 4, how much? It is what? It is 5, right? So 9 minus 6 equals here 3. Then when you get the answer, then you add 3. How much will be? 51, right? So now I write 5 plus 51 equals 56. Now what is the answer? So it is 56. What is the answer now? It is what? It is C, right? Good. Now the second questions or second problems, find the value of square root of 5 4 times. Here 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Oh, sorry, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So we want to answer the question. Only you add 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. Then equals square root of 20, right? How I simplify this value? Only you give two numbers. One number is square. It is 4 times 5. So 4, you can put it out of square root because square it. How much square root of 4? It is what? It is 2. Then the leftover is square root of 5. What is the answer, my student? It is what? It is also C. Is it clear? My student, is it clear? Right, good. Now compare between two values. Compare between two values. Compare two values. 0.405 and 0.45. What is the answer here? Whose the value is greater? Value of A or value of B? Right. Here, how to compare? You put it here 4.4, that's the same. And 0 with the second digit is 5. So value of B is greater than value of A. So the answer is B. Okay, is it clear? Right. Question number 4. If the age of Varys now is X years, then twice his age 5 years ago is what? He said twice the age 5 years ago. So what is the answer? If he said 5 years ago, now we suppose the age is X. The age is X. But he said 5 years ago, so minus 5. But then twice you multiply by 2 because he said twice. What is the answer now? The answer is you multiply 2 times x is what? It's 2x. And 2 multiply minus 5 equals minus 10. So the answer is D, right. Now number 5. I have here in the equations 1 over 2 to the power x equals 5, then 8 to the power minus x, how much? You see here 8 to the power minus x. You analyze it. 8 equals 2 to the power 3 all minus x. Then you write, because here 1, the denominator is 1. Then you put it 1 over 2 to the power 3, all thing you change negative exponent to positive exponent. So the answer is 1 over 2, all thing to the power what? 3x, right? Now I have here half to the power x, so only you change it half to the power x, you write 5. So 5 to the power 3 equals 1 to 5. So 125. So the answer is what? It is C. Do you understand this problem? If you want, repeat, no problem. It is okay? Yes, you are understood. Right. Right, thank you. Now the six questions. If the sum of 5 numbers is 30, what is the greatest number? If you give me the same questions here, he said the sum of 5 numbers is 30, then only divide it by the number divided by 5 numbers. So we can write it now. 30 divided by 5, then you get 6. This 6 is the middle number. So I have 5. He said the greatest number. So I write 6 in the middle. Then here 7. And before is 5. Also after 7 is 8. Before 5 is 4. Now I have 5 numbers. So what is the answer of these questions? What is the greatest number? So it is what? Greatest number, it is 8. Right? So the answer is A. Do you get it, this point? Okay. Number 7 now. A right circular cylinder. Okay, I delete here. Circular cylinder with volume 500 by centimeter cube, and it is base radius length 5 centimeter. Then it is height what? I have volume cylinder. What is the rule of volume cylinder? Do you remember? Do you remember the rule or of volume of cylinder? It is what? It is volume of cylinder. It is by R square H equals the same value that's it's given 500 by, right? Then you delete or simplify. You simplify it between by and by. He said the radius is 5 also. I substitute 5 square. It is what? It is 25H here equals 500. Then I divided two sides by 25. Then the height what? Because he said he wants the height. So divided by 25. Then you simplify it. 500 divided by 25. Then the height is 20. Right? The first step, you write a rule. That's how I find volume of cylinder. HR square or by R square times H equals 500 by, and simplify, and also substitute about radius length is 5. Then you get the answer. H equals 20. What is the answer now? It is what? It is B. Do you understand these questions? If you want to explain again, no problems. I am happy to teach you. Okay. Now number 8. In the opposite figure, angle I have here, look, 50, and here 100, and here X, right? He said in the opposite, we want x here, because I know a triangle, the sum angles of a triangle, how much? The sum angles of a triangle, how much? Can you tell me? It is what? Yes, 180. Right, Al-Mahir, thank you. So, 180. If I know here 50, and here 100, and you can complete here, because 180 here, so the angle here, it is 80, right? And here also 50, 100 plus 50, it is in here 30. So I put it 30. Because if I have the same angle here, if I have the same angle, then the length also are the same, right? Okay, this now 180, so here 30, then you add 80 plus 30 equals 110. Then you subtract from 180, what is the answer now of x? It is what? It is 70. Be careful, Siba. Again, now I have two triangles. The sum of this triangle, of the sum of angles in the first triangle is 180. Also here, 180, right? I have 50, 100, then it is 30. So because the same angle, it is 30. Then you add 30 plus 80, it is 110. Then you subtract 180 minus 110 equals 70. It is clear? Is it clear, these questions? Right, good. Now, 9. In the opposite figure, we want to find the correct relation or the correct equation here. I know if the angle is big, the length also or the side is big. If the angle also. Now he said y and x. Look here, I have here 60, right? For the small triangle. Then y plus x equals what? Equals 180 minus 60. So the answer is, when you add it here, 120, right? Two angles are equals 120. If I go to the big also triangle, that is the same. The value of plus z equal what? 180 minus this angle minus 60. So 180 minus 60, it is what? 120. So x plus y then equals the angle, the value plus z. So what is the answer here? The answer, it is what? It is C, right? Good. Question number 10. if x over 7 plus y over 7 equals 2 and 1 over 7, then find x plus y. How I find it? Only you add. But be careful, be careful please. When you add, you say, you know this, the same denominator, it is the same. Okay? So that is the same, right? So I can find it now. Now, x plus y, I put it x plus y over 7 equals. Also I find it this in a fraction, normal fraction. How I find it? You multiply 7 times 2 plus 1. So the answer, 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is 15 over 7. Now you can simplify this denominator with this. Then the answer is x plus y equals 15. So the answer is what? It is C. Is it clear? Do you understand this problem? Right, good. So that's, I am happy when you understand how to solve the problems. Now I have a graph here. The graph shows the number of pens, pencil, ruler, and eraser sold by a store in 1 week. Name of items are not on the graph. Pens are the most sold. Eraser are the fewest to be sold. Pencils are sold more than rulers. So how many pencils were sold? First one, I write the rulers. The number of pencil equals what? It is here, pencil, because he said pens are the most. Here pens are the most. I write it here, pens. These also are the most solid. Are the most solid. Eraser are the fewest. Where is it? This eraser. I write. Also, yeah, it is B, right. Pencil are solid more than rulers. Here, rulers. And this pencil. So pencil, how much is pencil? The answer is what? 100, right? The difference between the number of pens and rulers, what is it? What is the difference between the number of pens and rulers? I have rulers here 8. Pens, I have it 120. So only you subtract 120 minus 180 equals what? No, be careful, Nora. It is because I have pens here. He asked about the difference between the number of pens and ruler. Is it what? It is 40. So the answer is number D. Okay, no problem. We know from the mistake. And thank you to write the answer. Right. Now number 13, rulers are solid more than here. Where number C. So the answer is C. It is eraser. Because rulers 80 greater than eraser 40. Okay, is it clear? Do you understand how to answer the questions from the graph? Right. So it is the first recording. Then we will record another lessons. And you are welcome with Mr. Zaki and his student. Thank you. Bye-bye.